Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here with the continuation of our Wolfenstein Youngblood Collectibles guide. This is the Victory Boulevard area, starting from the North Metro Station. Now, the videos have been coming out in sort of a random order. If you'd like an actual list of all the levels, nice and organized, feel free to click the playlist link in the YouTube description, and you'll see a list of all the areas we've covered in order based on their natural progression through the story. Now, from the Metro, we can walk forward and find a Readable directly on the ground in front of us on a box, and then just in front of that, inside of a small little kind of window shop, just behind some boxes, we can find another collectible. Then we can hop up onto the awning, double jump over to the balcony, and in here we can find Floppy Disk number 14, just sitting just behind the cabinet next to some ammo crates. Next to that, we can find concept art number 10 inside of a secret room that is blocked with a Diesel Craftwork accessible only door. So make sure you blow that sucker off and find concept art number 10. The code to open this is 2161. And before you leave this room, make sure you grab the item on the table, which is the Dishonored Rune. This is a reference to the studios who made this game. Their other game is the Dishonored series. So they put a little bit of an Easter egg in that room, and there's actually an achievement or trophy specifically related to it. Nonetheless, head back into that hallway that is linked towards near that room, and then you'll find a staircase go all the way to the bottom. Once you reach the bottom, take a left-hand turn, and you will enter into another street area. Here there will be a bunch of enemies, and there's also a bunch of collectibles to grab, including the 3D glasses on the table directly in front of us. And then there is also a window shop here where you can break the window in order to find a UVK cover. There are also two more collectibles. If you have the collectible finder on your map, you'll see both of them. We're going to kind of do them a little bit in a different order. We'll grab the Readable inside of the bus, and then next to the bus there is a door that you can access and go through in order to kind of chain to a different area where you would have probably done a side mission. So we're going to go through that door in order to end up in this new area and grab some Readables and some other collectibles before we head back into this area and then kind of cycle through the rest of the map before wrapping it up. Victory Boulevard has a total of 34 collectibles, by the way, if you didn't see from the counter. The video is only 10 minutes, which means the area is very dense with collectibles. So we'll go up the staircase once we go through that door, and once we reach the top floor, go into the first room to the left to find a Readable on the desk. And not far from that Readable, if we back up, we can go to the next room and find a floppy disk that's basically inside of a small kind of filing cabinet. On the bottom drawer, we can find that floppy disk. From that floppy disk, we can basically go to the next room and then hop out the window in order to end up above like the car mechanic shop. There is a side mission here, but there's also a ton of enemies, which I've taken out. And we can hop through the window and head one floor down from the top floor. And on that floor, there is a kind of side office of like the boss. And inside that office, we can find a Readable on the table, as well as what I believe is a cassette tape on the table next to it. Basically, directly under us, where we currently are, we can find concept art number 9 inside of a red supply crate. However, it will require us to have the Electro Craftwork gun. So pull that out and then shoot the little box above the door that connects to it in order to open up this area. Once inside, you can access the red supply box. And the code for this box, as shown on screen, is 9189. Put that in, it'll open up, you'll get the concept art as well as a ton of silver coins. Then just across the street, basically from there, inside of the workbench, on top of it, find 3D glasses. Now what we can do is basically travel back to kind of where we were. So you're going to want to go through that same yellow door we used to enter this area in order to leave the area. We'll end up right next to that bus we were at just before. Now, for some reason, all of the enemies respawned on me, so we're going to quickly stealth take out this enemy, and then we're going to go invis, go past the bus and up the stairs. Once you reach the top of the stairs, there's a plaza here. You might have done a side mission in this area freeing a prisoner. And inside of the middle of this area, you can find Readable number 49 if you didn't already pick it up during that side mission. Running past that small little playground area into this side alleyway, there's some dumpsters on the left with 3D glasses inside of one of the dumpsters. And then we can continue down the alleyway, jump up, and we'll find another big area with a ton of enemies, which also for some reason respawned on me. And inside of the control point booth, we can find Readable number 54 before I do a little bit of magical editing to get rid of all of the enemies. Then what we want to do is jump up on the boxes in order to get onto the balcony on the left-hand side here, and this will allow us to get access into this area. There is a door you can open from the back, but you can't open it until you get inside. But once you get inside, that top floor, cassette tape number 18 can be found on the back, and then 3D glasses number 39. These ones are very cleverly placed onto one of the robots. Then what we can do is quickly drop down. We can push the button if we want to link this room with the area we were in before. But if we kind of head deeper into this bunker from where we entered and turn to the right, find Readable number 55 just inside of the window, and then find Floppy Disk number 12 on the opposite side in this little side room. You will have to use your co-op partner in order to figure out the access code to get here for the first time, though. Now from here, what we can do is we can head back upstairs, and there is a staircase that links to the next area for us. And the only easy way to get it is just by going up this ladder or double jumping up here and then going down the staircase to enter the new area with a ton of enemies as always. But as we enter, if we kind of stick to the left-hand side and look inside of a dumpster, we can find UVK cover number 14. Now, from that dumpster, we're going to basically run down the street deeper into the area. And at the very left back corner, we can find a control point booth. We can jump in through the front window if we want, and inside we can find a Readable that is on the table to the right-hand side. And we can also find a yellow supply crate if we want, but we'll jump out of the window nearby where we kind of entered from. Head back towards the gate. You'll see all these stacked boxes in the corner, and use those to double jump your way onto this balcony, which will give us access into a window. And as we enter that window, you can find a Readable number 46 on the table directly in front of you next to a computer. There are a lot of collectibles in this apartment, by the way, with a cassette tape nearby the last collectible. Then what we can quickly do is go to the kind of room over here with the lockers to find a Readable sitting on one of the benches. Turn around, and the room that connects to the staircase also has a 3D pair of glasses, so make sure you pick those up. Then what you want to do is head down the stairs, and at the very bottom of the stairs, you will be able to find an elevator shaft. You can actually jump down the elevator shaft from the top floor if you prefer, but at the bottom, you'll find the elevator shaft. In that elevator shaft, find 3D glasses number 44, and right next to it, you can also find a floppy disk. This one is floppy disk number 16. Then what we'll do is we'll hop back up just a tiny ledge that we were just on behind us, and turn to the right-hand side with the staircase facing in front of us, and then take a left-hand turn. You'll see a forklift, and you can shock this forklift with the electro craftwork gun in order to move it forward, but we don't actually need to do that. Instead, just pick up the Readable that's on it, and then double jump onto the crates, and then double jump onto the window in order to grab the ledge and bring yourself up. There's a secret side room here with floppy disk number 15. I don't know why it has you able to shock the forklift. I'm not really sure how it would help you get up here. Nonetheless, we can drop down back to the forklift. Behind the forklift, you can find a door that requires the diesel craftwork gun. So pull that big boy out and blow it to shreds. Inside, jump up on the box and turn around, looking on top of the mailbox slots to find 3D glasses number 40. Last but not least, we have a couple left over in this last plaza area. Run from the forklift straight in through the alley. And on the opposite side, as you exit, you'll see a pillar. Jump up on that pillar and then double jump up onto the balcony. And in the back corner, find 3D glasses number 42, sitting on top of a red chair next to a helmet as well. So grab those. And then last but not least, we can find two more collectibles in the metro station area. This is the South Side metro station, which is not where we started, but it is the other metro station in Victory Boulevard area. Go down the metro. You'll see a cassette tape on the bench directly in front of you as you go down. And then you will also see a readable inside of the photo booth on the opposite end of this area. There's also a ton of yellow supply crates you can grab. You'll need 200 in total during the game, but like I said earlier, I think there's 300 or 400 of them, so you should be good to go. Thank you so much for watching. Only a few videos left with Wolfenstein Youngblood Collectibles. Drop a like if the video was helpful. Share it with a friend. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. See you soon. Peace.